Hello, dear student. Today I am giving a lecture on paper number 108, linear algebra, uh, unit 4, second lecture, orthogonality and Gram-Smith orthonormalization process and its example. We start with the definition. Kronecker delta. Delta Ij is defined as delta Ij is equal to 0 if I not equal to j and is equal to 1 if I is equal to j. Next definition, a subset E is equal to V1 E is equal to V1 V2 up to Vn of an inner product space V is said to be orthonormal set if inner product Vi with Vj is equal to delta Ij for every Vi Vj belongs to E. Now the next definition, a basis E of an inner product space V is said to be orthonormal basis if E is an orthonormal set. Definition, a basis E of an inner product space V is said to be orthonormal basis if E is orthonormal set. Now we see the example. Show that the basis E1 minus E2 upon under root 2 and E1 plus E2 upon under root 2 where E1 and E2 are standard bases in R2. This basis is an orthonormal basis. We have to show this basis is an orthonormal basis of R2. Solution. We say E1 minus E2 upon under 2 is equal to V1 and E1 plus E2 upon under 2 is equal to V2. So now we have to show that V1 and V2 is an orthonormal set. So the given E1 is equal to 1, 0, E2 is equal to 0, 1. So E1 minus E2 is equal to 1, minus 1 and E1 plus E2 is equal to 1, 1. Now, so E1 minus E2 upon under root 2 is equal to 1 upon under root 2, minus 1 upon under root 2 and E1 plus E2 upon under root 2 is equal to 1 upon under root 2, 1 upon under root 2. So this is equal to V1 and this is equal to V2. So now inner product V1 with V1 is equal to 1 upon under root 2, minus 1 upon under root 2 dot product 1 upon under root 2 in minus 1 upon under root 2 is equal to 1 upon under root 2 square plus minus 1 upon under root 2 square is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 and inner product V2 with V2 is equal to 1 upon under root 2, 1 upon under root 2 dot product 1 upon under root 2, 1 upon under root 2 is equal to 1 upon under root 2 square plus 1 upon under root 2 square is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 and inner product V1 with V2 is equal to dot product of V1 into V2. V1 is equal to 1 upon under root 2 comma minus 1 upon under root 2 into 1 upon under root 2 comma 1 upon under root 2. So 1 upon under root 2 into 1 upon under root 2 plus minus 1 upon under root 2 into 1 upon under root 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2 and this is equal to minus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So we have inner product Vi with Vj is equal to 0 if I not equal to j, and inner product Vi with Vj is equal to 1 if I is equal to j, and 1 is less than or equal to I and j is less than or equal to 2. That is, inner product Vi with Vj is equal to delta Ij. 1 is less than or equal to I and j less than or equal to 2. So this set V1 and V2 is an orthonormal set, hence the given basis E is an orthonormal basis of R2, and exercise show that a standard basis of Rn is an orthonormal basis. Next theorem: any orthonormal set in an inner product space is ortho an orthonormal set in an inner product space is orthogonal. So let V be an inner product space, and suppose the orthonormal subset of V E is equal to standard basis E1, E2 up to En. Then inner product Ei with Ej is equal to delta Ij, and 1 is less than or equal to I and j less than or equal to n. That is, for every Ei Ej belongs to E. So we have inner product Ei with Ej is equal to 0 if I not equal to j, and is equal to 1 if I is equal to j, and also 0 vector does not belongs to E, because if 0 vector belongs to E, then from the equation 2 we get inner product 0 vector with 0 vector is equal to 1, which is contradiction. So from equation 1 and 3 we can say that E is an orthogonal set in V. Now the example: let V be an inner product space. Let E is equal to V1, V2 up to Vn be an orthonormal basis of V. If V is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n alpha I Vi, then alpha I is equal to inner product V with Vi, and 1 is less than or equal to I less than or equal to n. Solution: given that E is equal to V1, V2 to Vn is an orthonormal basis of V, by theorem 8 it is an orthogonal basis of V. Also given that V is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n alpha Vi. So by example number 4 in the previous lecture, alpha is equal to inner product V with Vi upon inner product Vi with Vi, and I is 1 is less than or equal to I less than or equal to n. But E is orthonormal set. So inner product Vi with Vi is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1. So alpha is equal to inner product V with Vi. Now the next theorem, let V be an inner product space, and if V is equal to V1, V2 up to Vn is an orthogonal basis of V, then the set E dash is equal to E1, E2 up to En, where Ei is equal to Vi upon norm Vi, 1 is less than or equal to I, less than or equal to N, is an orthonormal basis of V. So here we have given E be an inner product space and E is an orthogonal basis of V. Then this set E dash is equal to E1, E2 up to En is an orthonormal basis of V. We have to prove this. Proof. Here we have given that the basis E is an orthogonal basis of V. So Vi is not equal to 0 vector, and inner product Vi with Vj is equal to 0. 1 is less than or equal to I and j, less than or equal to n, with I not equal to j. So we have to show that this set E dash is an orthonormal basis of V for any 1 is less than or equal to I and j, less than or equal to n, with I not equal to j. Inner product Vi with Ej is equal to inner product Vi upon norm Vi with Vj upon norm Vj. So we common out 1 upon Vi into 1 upon norm Vj into inner product Vi with Vj. Here I is not equal to j, so by second condition inner product Vi with Vj is equal to 0. So this equal to 0. So this is positive quantity multiplied into 0. So this equal to 0. And for any 1 is less than or equal to I and j, less than or equal to n, with I equal to j, then inner product Ei with Ej is equal to, put the value of Ei and Ej, Vi upon norm Vi, Vi upon norm Vi. So 1 upon norm Vi square into inner product Vi with Vi. So this is equal to norm Vi square, and norm Vi square upon norm Vi square is equal to, this is cancel out, so is equal to 1. Hence E dash is an orthonormal basis of V. Now the theorem, Gram-Schmidt orthonormalization process statement, every inner product space has an orthonormal basis. Statement, every inner product space has an orthonormal basis. Proof, let V be an inner product space, and let E is equal to V1, V2 up to Vn be a basis of V. In order to prove the theorem, we have to obtain an orthonormal set of n vectors. In order to prove this theorem, we have to obtain an orthonormal set of n vectors. In view of theorem 9, it is enough to produce an orthogonal set of n vectors. Since E is an E is a basis, it is linearly independent set and hence it does not contain zero vector. So by assuming V U1 is equal to V1 and U1 not equal to zero vector. So now take U2. U2 is equal to V2 minus inner product V2 with U1 upon inner product U1 with U1 into U1, then inner product U2 with U1 is equal to put the value of U2 inner product U2 with U1. This is value of U2 is equal to V2 minus inner product V2 with U1 upon inner product U1 with U1 into U1. So inner product U2 with U1 minus inner product V2 with U1 upon inner product U1 with U1 into inner product U1 with U1. So this is cancel out. So inner product U2 V2 with U1 minus inner product V2 with U1. This is cancel out. So this equal to 0, and also U2 is not equal to 0 vector, because if U2 is equal to 0 vector, then V2 minus inner product V2 with U1 upon inner product U1 with U1 into U1 is equal to 0 vector, implies V2 minus alpha U1 is equal to 0 vector and alpha is equal to this inner product V2 with U1 upon inner product U1 with U1. So this implies V2 minus alpha V1 is equal to 0 vector, implies V2 is equal to alpha V1. This is linearly dependent set. So the set E is linearly dependent, which is contradiction because the set E is linearly independent. So U2 not equal to 0 vector. Thus the set U1 U2 is an orthogonal set of two vectors in V. Now we find the third vector U3. Now take U3 is equal to V3 minus inner product V3 with U1 upon inner product U1 with U1 into U1 minus inner product V3 with U2 upon inner product U2 with U2 into U2. Then we find inner product U3 with V1 is equal to put the value of U3 with inner product U1. So inner product V3 with U1 minus inner product U1 with U1 minus this inner product U2 with U1. So this is cancel out, this is cancel out, this is cancel out, and this is cancel out. So and sorry, inner product U2 with U1 is equal to 0 by using first inner product U2 with U1 is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. So this term is 0 and inner product V3 with U1 minus inner product V3 with U1, this is cancel out. So inner product U3 with U1 is equal to 0, and now inner product U3 with U2 is equal to put the value of U3 inner product with U2. So inner product V3 with U2 minus this term into inner product U1 with U2 minus this term into inner product U2 with U2, but inner product U1 with U2 is equal to 0. So this term is 0 and this is cancel out. So inner product V3 with U2 minus inner product V3 with U2, and this is cancel out, so equal to 0. Also U3 is non-zero vector, because if U3 is equal to 0 vector, then the value of U3 is equal to 0 implies V3 minus this is alpha, we take this is alpha 1 and we take this is equal to alpha 2 is equal to 0. So V3 minus alpha V1 minus alpha 2, put the value of U2 is equal to 0. So this implies V3 minus alpha V1 minus alpha 2 V2 minus this is we consider alpha 3 V1 is equal to 0. So V3 minus alpha 1 V1 minus alpha 2 V2 minus minus plus alpha 2 alpha 3 v1 is equal to 0. So v3 is equal to v1 is common, so alpha 1 minus alpha 2 alpha 3 into v1 minus above also the plus alpha 2 v2. So this is this set v1 v2 and v3 is linearly dependent, so E is linearly dependent, so which is contradiction because E is linearly independent, so u3 must be non-zero vector. Thus u1 u2 u3 is an orthogonal set of three vectors in V. So in general, for 1 is less than or equal to k, less than or equal to n, if we take uk is equal to vk minus summation I is equal to 1 to k minus 1 inner product vk with vk with ui upon inner product ui with ui into ui. Then this set u1, u2 up to un becomes an orthogonal set of n vectors. Therefore, the set u1, u2 up to un becomes an orthogonal basis of V, and the set u1 upon norm u1, u2 upon norm u2 up to un upon norm un becomes an orthonormal basis of V. This is complete the proof. Now the note. The above process of obtaining the orthonormal set or orthonormal basis from the given set or basis is called the Gram-Schmidt orthonormalization process. In this theorem, we find the orthonormal ortho, orthonormal basis. Now we see the example on this Gram-Schmidt orthonormalization process. Example: use Gram-Schmidt process and obtain orthonormal set from this set. We consider this is V1, V2 and this is V3 solution. This is V1, V2 and V3. As per Gram-Schmidt process, U1 is equal to V1. So U1 is equal to 1, 2, 0 and U2 is equal to V2 minus inner product V2 with U1 upon norm upon inner product U1 with U1 into U1. So put the value of this inner product V2 with U1, inner product U1 with U1 and U1 and V2. So we find inner product V2 with U1. So this is equal to, this is V2 dot product U1. So 2 into 1 plus minus 3 into 2 plus 1 into 0. So this is equal to 2 into 2 minus 6. So 2 minus 6 is equal to minus 4. Now inner product U1 with U1 is equal to U1 is equal to 1 comma 0 or 1 comma 2 comma 0 into 1 comma 2 comma 0. So is equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus 0 square. So 1 plus 4 plus 0. is equal to 5. So u2 is equal to, this is v2 minus, this is v2 inner product v2 with u1 value minus 4 and upon inner product u1 with u1 is equal to 5 into u1. So 2 minus 3 1 plus minus minus plus 4 by 5 into 1 4 by 5 4 by 5 into 2 8 by 5 4 by 5 into 0 0. So 2 plus 4 by 5 minus 3 plus 8 by 5 1 plus 0, so is equal to 14 by 5 minus 7 by 5 and 1. This is, we get u2. Now we find u3. So u3 is equal to v3 minus inner product v3 with u1 upon inner product u1 with u1 into u1 minus inner product v3 with u2 upon inner product u2 with u2 into u2. But inner product v3 with u1 is equal to 0, 2, 2 into 1, 2, 0. So 0 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 0. So this is equal to 4. We get this value. Now u3 with v3 with u2. So this is v3 dot product u2. So 0 into 14 by 5 is equal to 0 plus 2 into minus 7 by 5 plus 2 into 1. So this is equal to 0 minus 7 into 2 14 by 5 plus 2. So is equal to minus 4 by 5. Now inner product u2 with u2 is equal to 14 by 5 comma minus 7 by 5 plus 1 into 14 by 5 comma minus 7 by 5 plus comma 1. So 14 by 5 whole square plus minus 7 by 5 whole square plus 1 square is equal to 196 by 25 plus 14 by 25 plus 1 is equal to 196 plus 14 plus 25 upon 25 is equal to 270 upon 25 is equal to 54 by 5. So putting all the value v3 minus 4 by 0 comma 2 comma 2 minus 4 by 5 into 1 comma 2 comma 0 minus 4 by 5 upon 5 by 54 by 5 into 14 by 5 minus 7 by 5 comma 1. So u3 is equal to, put the value v3 0 comma 2 comma 2 minus v3 by u1 is equal to 4 and inner product u1 with u1 is equal to 5 into 1 comma 2 comma 0. Now simplifying this cancel out, minus 4 upon 15 minus minus plus, so 4 upon 15 into 14 by 5 is equal to 28 by 135 4 by 54 into minus 7 by 5. So minus, So this is 2 upon 27. So 27 into 5, 135, minus 7 into 2, minus 14, and 2 upon 7, 2 upon 27 into 1 is equal to 2 upon 27. So this is equal to 4 by 5, 8 by 5, and 0. Now simplifying this, we get the value minus 16 by 27, 8 by 27, 56 by 27. And also inner product U3 with U3 is equal to minus 16 by 27, comma 8 by 27, 56 by 27 into minus 16 by 27, comma 8 upon 27, comma 26 upon 27. We find the dot product of this minus 16 upon 27 whole square plus 8 upon 27 whole square plus 56 upon 27 whole square. Simplifying this, we get the value 128 upon 27. So we get the value norm u1 is equal to under root 5, norm u2 is equal to 3 under root 6 by under root 5, and norm u3 is equal to 8 under root 2 upon 3 under root 3. Now the unit vector u upon norm u1 is equal to 1 upon under root 5 into 1 comma 2 comma 0 is equal to 1 upon under root 5 comma 2 upon under root 5 comma 0. u2 upon norm u2 is equal to 1 upon under root 54 by 5 into 14 by 5 comma minus 7 by 5 comma 1. Simplifying this, we get the value 14 upon 3 into under root 30 comma minus 7 upon 3 under root 30 and minus under root 5 upon 3 under root 6, and u3 upon norm u3. So vector u3 is equal to this and norm u3 is equal to this. Multiplying this and simplifying, we get minus 2 upon 3 under root 6 comma 1 upon 3 under root 6 comma 7 upon 3 under root 6. So as per Gram-Schmidt process, this set u1, u2, u3 is equal to 1, 2, 0, 14 by 5, minus 7 by 5, 1, and the last vector u3 minus 16 by 27, 8 upon 27, 56 upon 27 is the orthogonal set, and the set u1 upon norm u1, u2 upon norm u2, u3 upon norm u3 is equal to this set is an orthonormal set in R3 obtained from the given set this. So now the second example, second example, using Gram-Schmidt process and obtain the orthonormal set from this set. This set is given, this is V1, V2 and V3. So we get U1 is equal to V1. So this is U1. Now we find U2 using this formula. We have V2, we find the inner product V2 with U1, we get this inner product U1 with U1, we get the value 4. So Putting this value in U2, we get the value 4, 2, 0, 2. Now we find U3. So to find U3, we have the value V3 minus inner product V3 with U1 upon norm U1 with U1 into U1 minus inner product V3 with U2 upon inner product U2 with U2 into U2. So we find the value this value, this is equal to 4 and this is equal to 12, and inner product U2 with U2 is equal to 24. This is equal to 24, and inner product U1 with U1 is equal to inner product U1 with U1 is equal to 4, and V3 is equal to V3 is equal to this. We have U2, we have U1 and U2. U2, this is U2. Put all this value in this equation, we get U3, and U3 is equal to minus 1, 3, 3, minus 1, and find inner product U3 with U2 is equal to 20. So we can find norm U1, norm U2 and norm U3, and so U1 upon norm U1 is equal to this, and U2 upon norm U2 is equal to this, and U3 upon U3 is equal to this. So as per Gram-Schmidt process, we said U1, U2, U3, we find all this value of U1, U2, U3, and so this value is, this set is an orthogonal set, and this set U1 upon norm U1, U2 upon norm U2, U3 upon norm U3 is equal to this, is the orthonormal set in R4 obtained from the given set. This is complete the Gram-Schmidt orthonormalization process, and thank you.